Hey guys, what's going on, Scats? Today we're taking a quick look at the Paladin, Datamined spell changes and talent trees information that we have coming in from Dragonflight Alpha. This was published a couple days ago over on Wowhead, so I just wanted to take a quick look at it here and just give a general, general idea of where I think Paladin is going and what we are pretty sure is probably coming back for Paladin here in Dragonflight. Now, do keep in mind that everything you see here is, of course, in Dragonflight Alpha. This is data mined information, so this could all be complete BS. Don't know yet, but these are what we're seeing. Everything is flagged in a way that references in the same way that the other talent trees we have already seen. These talents and abilities look like they're flagged in the same way, so it's probably a safe bet that these are going to show up somewhere at some point in the alpha. So just keep that in mind. This is definitely not the, the be-all, end-all or anything like that, but it will definitely probably show up for us. So, there's a couple new things showing up here, one of which we have, looks like Divine Toll is probably coming back. It, interestingly enough, is only showing for Retribution. Now, I'm not sure if this is, I'm not sure if this is showing up as it's just Retribution because of the increased damage from Divine Toll's Judgment damage, or if this is, for everybody. If Divine Toll does stick around, it's been a very powerful ability for Paladins in Mythic Plus. Holy Shock has been incredible in general, and being able to get 5 of them out is pretty crazy. And of course, Red Paladin's Judgment, super powerful as well. I know a lot of people really, really like this ability, so hopefully it does come back here. Now, another one that I find kind of surprising, though, is Vanquisher's Hammer. This is the Necrolord ability, which I honestly did not in any way, shape, or form expect this one to show back up. This throws a hammer at your target, it deals holy damage, and empowers your next Templar's Verdict to automatically do a Divine Storm or Word of Glory to trigger Light of Dawn, or Word of Glory to trigger Shield of the Righteous with a 25% increased effectiveness, and generates holy power. Again, didn't expect this one to come back. I know it's exceedingly good in PvP, and a lot of people do enjoy it. So maybe this is just one of those things where they're like, hey, let's give everybody this interesting, generator in this case. So, we'll have to see if this one does come back. This is a really fun ability. So general class talents here, things that look like they're probably going to be in the general tree, not the spec-specific one here. Consecration in Flame. Consecration lasts a second longer and its damage is increased by 15%. This is a pretty typical thing you're going to see. Abilities lasting just a little bit longer, getting you a little bit more damage in that general tree. And Consecration, of course, is useful for both protection and for retribution. Holy, probably not as much, but still, pretty cool. We have Golden Path here. This is Consecration heals you for, it scales off of attack power every 1 second while standing in it. This is exceedingly awesome for protection. This may, also be, just a little boost to the healing playstyle we currently have as well. Hallowed Ground, more Consecration damage. Are you sensing a theme? Improved Sarah and DT. Improves Seraphim and Divine Toll. This is obviously a work-in-progress name, if at all. Cooldown of Seraphim is reduced by 5 seconds, and Divine Toll is reduced by 15 seconds. Please note Seraphim there being one of the more fun abilities in general there. From way back when. Really like Seraphim. It's one of my favorite skills. Seal of Reprisal, your damaging holy power spending abilities deal 5% increased damage. Okay, just super basic thing there, whatever. Seasoned Warhorse gets you the 2 extra seconds on Divine Steed. This is honestly pretty popular in general. If you're going to pick up a talent, this here seems like a really good one to snag. And then Uther's Guard, lay on hands of Divine Shield, Blessing, or Protection, have 20% reduced CD. Again, makes perfect sense. This is a pretty standard talent you would see for sure. Now, as far as protection Paladin talents go, they get a little more interesting here. Now, Bastion of Light is an ability, it's been a talent for a while here. Your next 3 Shields of the Righteous are Words of Glory. Costs no holy power. This is great on the opener. Be able to throw out 3 massive Shields of the Righteous, or, potentially go and heal yourself up because, there's a bunch of crazy spell damage coming in, something like that. Really, really useful. Crusader's Resolve. Enemies hit by your Avenger's Shield deal 5% reduced damage to you for 10 seconds. Maximum of 3 stacks. You would get this up pretty much instantly with Divine Tolls. That's pretty sweet. Faith in the Light. Casting Word of Glory grants you an additional 15% block for 5 seconds. Pretty interesting there. That's a good one. Base Armor. Shield of the Righteous grants you 2% additional armor. Woohoo, that's super boring. Farron Marcus's Strength. Avenger's Shield deals 20% increased damage to its primary target. We currently have, I believe it's like Avenging Crusader, or something. I forget what the talent's name is. Maybe it's First Avenger, maybe that's it. Where it deals like 50% extra damage to the first target, but, 20% in general is really strong. Focused Enmity. Avenger's Shield deals 200% increased damage, but only strikes 1 target. This here would be amazing for single target threat. Cannot go wrong with that. Gift of the Golden Valkyr. Each enemy hit by Avenger's Shield reduces the remaining cooldown of your Guardian of Ancient Kings by 1 second. This here is going to be great defensively if this is one of the ones we do get. This is really, really sweet. This just gives you essentially anger management for Warrior, but on a Paladin, so that's really strong. This will make Paladins significantly tankier and more consistent in raid. Light of the Titans. Word of Glory heals for an additional 105% of AP over 15 seconds. This is just getting you a hot attached to your Word of Glory. This is huge. This is really good. Sanctuary. While in Consecration, your damage taken is reduced by an additional 5%. If that is a singular point, that's great. Soaring Shield. Avenger's Shield jumps to 2 additional targets, probably right next to Focused Enmity if I had to put money on it. Strength of Conviction. While in your Consecration, your Shield of the Righteous and Word of Glory have 10% increased damage and healing. This here is, it's super boring, but again, they really want to focus on Paladins being in their Consecration. I know that right now, Paladin Mastery, you have to be in your Consecration to benefit from it. So this here is just more icing on that cake. And then Tears Enforcer is the final one here. And that is your Avenger's Shield is imbued with Holy Fire, causing it to deal 7.077% of attack power damage to all enemies within 5 yards of each target hit. This paired with Divine Toll sounds really insane for AoE pools, which is awesome. Now, unfortunately, that's about where this article stops, because after that, the only things that really pop up after that are Seal of the Templar, which is speculated to be a Ret Paladin thing. While mounted on your charger, the ranges of Crusader Strike, Hammer of the Righteous, Templar's Verdict, and Hammer of Justice are increased by 3 yards. Hammer of the Righteous, if I remember correctly, is the name of your, your free cleave ability as prot, though. So this could be across everything. You might even get Crusader Strike as all 3 specs, and it could just change based on your spec. But either way, that's really cool. While you're mounted up on your charger, probably from your Divine Steed, that would get you an extra 3 yards. That's pretty good. Like I said, from there it is just basic tuning stuff here. There's stuff like Moment of Glory, which increases your Avenger's Shield damage, generates an Absorb Shield. It just changed the way that it does it. And that's really about it. It really just kind of stops right there. So it tells us that, we're probably not going to see Paladins for quite a bit in the alpha, which makes sense. They weren't one of the classes that they have already previewed. And again, this is just data mined information. Taking a look there at where I think the class is going to go, in terms of prot, I think it's going to be a very strong AoE tank. If these talents are anything to go by here, you will be a little more rooted in place than other tanks, unless they reduce the CD of Consecrate again, or if it's just, you know, all more or less spammable. It kind of is. I think it's like 6-second CD or something right now. But again, not being in your Consecrate has huge repercussions if an enemy gets an ability off, or if you can't get away from them. So, you know, we'll have to see how it all plays out. But that's going to do it for this video today here. Again, these are Paladin Datamined spell changes and some talent tree speculation for Dragonflight Alpha. Again, it is all alpha information. This definitely will change, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. See you next time. Bye-bye.